know what, man? I'm gonna say something, man, that I've been dying to say, man, for a long time.
Orale, ese, let's load the shotgun up to show them all that it's fly. Don't give a fuck, cause it's about time they learn how it really goes down. So throw on the Friscos and roll through the brown side of town. In the fleet line bomb, you won't go on, you won't last long. See, I'm with my homies and all of them are packing. If you got Pleto, you're the one we'll be attacking. Hardcore cholo, maybe you didn't know, so you think I'll give you a chance at last? Fuck no, show no mercy. Like the veteranos is still kicking. Throw on the slide, slick and wicked, and turn up the oldies a little higher. Drive a little slower like my OG lowrider. See, I'm insane, so roll out with no shame. You fuck with me, I settle the score with pain. Just look at the chavalas I kill, look at the cemeteries I filled, and I still will get ill until you learn the message. You already shoulda knew it. Mato a todos soy 18 with the bullet.
I'm 18 with a bullet. Got my finger on the trigger. I'm gonna put it.
Nosotros rifamos marihuanos. You think you're a loco? No, not even almost. Bring all your soap guys down to my refine. I'll be the one with your bitch down at Tequila. And when I see your ass, I'm gonna blast. Forgotten fast, it's remembered in the past. With my sawed-off shotgun, know the job's not done till I point the cuete and watch all the scrapas run. Cause when I'm fucked up, I don't give a shit. Pull the trigger, who it hits, it hits. And when I aim, I don't miss. Simon, just another motherfucker on my shit list. How many this man could take? Nobody knows. All I can say is don't fuck around, homes, because I'm down to be brown to the heart. And it's that Chicano power that starts to set us apart. Soy, that's the answer with the bullet. Yeah, you knew that I pull it, but never knew I'd do it to get rid of all these sissy ass bonthons and let them know you don't fuck with the Los Mexicanos.
Got my finger on the trigger. I'm gonna put it. I'm picked to click now. I'm the son of a gun.
Smoking Hooters, running from my Hooter every day. Running to my Lucas to get laid. Go up in it, then roll to me Vario. Then down a fire and get fucked up till tomorrow. Loco por vida is my life, so let me live it. No los chingamos todos, and you can't deal with the lows. Latino, why don't you watch me go trigger happy and start capping and watch the people run for cover and kill another dumb rock. Won't be giving a fuck as I see the stupid asses drop to the ground. Now you found you don't fuck around with the foolish local youngster down to die. It's fly, talking more shit than you ever could. Think it down, shit, I'll walk through your neighborhood. But if you roll through my hood, you sure through shy. Cause if you don't, well, we just might shoot ya. That's how we are, that's how I am, that's how we kill. Talk some shit, I pull out the cuete, then I will go insane and aim and then pull it. Mato a todos soy 18 with the bullet.
I'm 18 with a bullet. Got my finger on the trigger. I'm gonna put it. Yes, I am.
Oh, yes, bitches. Here we are. Nothing sacred. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Louie Loke.
And in a minute, you're going to hear why Louie Loke is here. This will all fit together soon, like a puzzle. And in the building, I got Murry Brumfield, aka
Brumfield.
Sorry, you know what? We went to Camp Bloomfield, so that's what I'm thinking. Murry Brumfield, aka Mexicali Slim. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Man, we just heard 18 with a bullet, or Soy 18 with a bullet. Sorry. And what's interesting about, well, all right. First of all, Louie, what's interesting about that song?
Let's see. How many different things are interesting about it?
Well, the main interesting part of that.
It's my actual brother. And somebody asked me the other day, you mean like your brother, like your brother in Christ, or your brother in And I'm like, no, my blood brother, like physically the same parents' brother.
That's wild. Well, Murry was his teacher. So Murry, let's go back, man. So originally you're a school teacher. What subject were you teaching at the time?
I was teaching chemistry and biology.
Oh, wow. So what happened, man? So Louie's brother, S.A. Rich Rock, was in your class.
He was in my class. Yeah.
Okay. With a few other guys. And they rapped. And what happened, man? What started the engine where you're like, wait, I see something here?
Okay, but they had contacted me about a year earlier. I was at another school. And just so happened, coincidentally, I moved to that school. So Carson High School. And so they were in my class.
And Carson's the city that we grew up in, so that kind of set.
Yeah. Carson High School, Harbor area.
Yeah.
And so turns out, we were talking, they were Spanish Fly, and I was like, yeah, I remember you guys called me. I wonder how they got my number back then, but I was teaching, as I say, but word about me kind of spread even before music, that there was this teacher that can rap and produces and so forth. So I think I probably was the best rapper in the school as the teacher.
Okay.
So that's how word kind of spread about this teacher and so forth that could rap.
Oh, wow. So okay.
And that was kind of different at the time, because now now a lot of teachers rap and stuff, but I was
right.
This is like late 80s, early 90s at this point.
Yeah. Yep. Typically timeline here is early 90s.
Yeah.
Like 1990, I'm like 90, 91.
Man.
Yeah.
So at that point, he was probably like a junior, almost like a senior in high school.
Right. And he was, at that time, he was a avid baseball fan.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember he was very bright in terms, he was a school sports writer.
Right.
So he wrote, and so
you want to know a secret about that one?
What's that?
Since I'm visually impaired, I knew how to type. I knew how to type at a young age, and half the time he would take forever to be on the computer trying to write his journalism articles. And I said, just tell me what to write, and I'll type it for you real quick. And so I typed it up for him real quick, so that he could get off my computer so I could do my homework.
So wait, Louie Loke. So you want to write?
That makes sense, because I don't see Rich Rock just sitting there, typing.
That's funny. So,
Right.
So Louie, you wrote his stuff for him in a lot of cases.
Well, I typed it for him. He told me what to write. Just basically transcribed for him.
That's funny. All right.
He was a slow typer, so I was like, just hurry up, let's get it done, so I can get my stuff done.
That's something that maybe Murry probably didn't even know. Like, he's like, damn, this dude can write good. No, it's his brother is the man behind it.
No. My brother wrote everything. He knew exactly what he wanted to write.
Right.
Yep.
right. Man.
Yeah.
So anyway, continue.
Also, just with Luie, I met Luie. He may not remember.
Oh,
No, I don't remember.
how
Okay,
did
you
you?
were in the driveway, and so we're talking, and then you were saying a car drove by. I think it was a Mustang or something, or a Camaro. It drove by. You said, "What color is that Camaro?" Or you picked the kind of car it was, and you said, "What color is it?" Do you remember that?
No, I do not remember.
Wow, we're learning all kinds of stuff about Louis tonight. I thought it was supposed to be Murray's interview. I'm just fucking with you, man.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So I saw, I talked, and then I said, I'll take you guys to the studio, which is really uncommon. Usually people will, want to wait to hear and all that stuff,
Yeah.
before they take somebody to the studio. Something I just, just had a good vibe, or it was just meant to be. I took them to Paramount Studio, which, at that time was the best studio. And that's where, Ice Cube recorded. And I happened to sit in for the Ice Cube death certificate recording when they made that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
shit.
I want to use the same board, to get the same gangster kind of West Coast sound, because the mixer board has a lot to do with the sound too. So it's some, a lot of subconscious stuff going on in the music.
Right.
And
Right.
So I took them there, and from the first beat, I saw the whole future of what I would eventually name Chicano rap.
Wow.
And so yeah, right then, I saw the whole thing. I mean, and it came out just the way I saw it.
So even though, like, say, guys like Kid Frost we're doing it then, back in the late 80s, it still wasn't a thing yet, this whole Chicano rap movement.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not okay. When it comes to rap,
In
there was
fact,
rapping.
it's weird because maybe I have the Mandela effect going on, but I could have sworn that Kid Frost came out with his La Raza like maybe 2 or 3 months before Rich Rock came out with his stuff. Like
Okay, well,
it was very close in time.
Well, I think what you're hearing is that song was recorded, a year, not recorded, but just a scratch, a demo scratch version. So you probably heard that.
I think he's right though. I think La Raza came out in 90, I believe, if my memory serves me correct. Because I remember watching it on Rap City.
To my knowledge, Kid Frost came out first. I mean,
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think Kid Frost came first. Then you guys came.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. No, yeah, it's not just my knowledge. I know. Yeah.
Right.
Well, not just that, but actually, Kid Frost. Before I even knew he was Mexican, I thought he was a black guy at first because he rapped. It was like way back in like 84, 85. He rapped over the the UTFO beat, the boom doom doom boom 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 boom.
Oh yeah.
And he was rapping over that. And he said MC Kid Frost something something something, and then when Kid Frost came out, I was like, that's the same guy.
So yeah, that's wild. Because I could tell because he was speaking in Spanish, obviously, in that song. So I'm like, oh, okay, I think he might be,
right.
So I didn't really know. So anyway, so you got these guys in the studio, did 18, Soy 18 with a bullet, and then what happened, man? You were like, I see a vision for this, and you started pushing the tapes.
I saw the vision for it, and I just saw the whole thing, and so I was like, stop the tape, Yeah, so I saw it, and so went with that, and so recorded the song, we produced it, and it was me, Daz, and
wait, Daz?
Yeah,
Daz.
Yeah,
S.A. Daz.
Daz is
And
actually funny story about that. All kinds of stories, man. Me so me, S.A. Daz, and we try to get my brother to do it. We're at Carnegie Middle. Well, it was called Carnegie Junior High before.
mm,
I was in the eighth grade. I was in the eighth grade. S.A. Daz, his name is David. Uh, he was my brother's friend, but he was also kind of sort of my friend. He was in the ninth grade at the time, and he
mm,
was a DJ. And then we got some other guy, just some other guy that didn't really know how to rap that good, but who cared? We were showing off our talents. So
mm.
I beatbox. I don't think anybody. I mean, I don't think Murray knew about that, but
That's actually
I,
surprising.
yeah,
Because we knew you for that.
beatbox. Yeah. Everybody knew me for that. Yeah.
Mm.
But I beatboxed, and then we had this one guy rapping, and then we had S.A. Daz scratching and like kind of mixing up some stuff, and we used a lot of like me, myself, and I.
Okay.
And I beatboxed it, and
Mm.
I was up there beatboxing it and everything. And so so me and S.A. Daz go way back.
See, when you say okay, because when you said Daz right away, I'm thinking Daz from Long Beach.
Yeah, but
Nah.
let me clarify something. Some people Daz was S.A. Daz before there was a regular Daz.
Right.
Apparently,
So
Yeah,
S.A.
like
Daz, S.A.
1987, 88, I think was the earliest I remember him calling himself that.
Yeah, he was S.A. Daz. Well, if you look at the record, 1990 or
Yeah.
91, it's S.A. Daz. So,
Yeah.
uh, so, uh, yeah, so Daz was, not to knock the regular Daz, but just so, because I'm sure some people think maybe Daz copied from,
Right.
the Death Row Daz, but no, Daz was Daz before.
Yeah,
right.
Way
Well,
before.
And then I knighted him S.A. Daz.
okay. See, well, when
And,
you
and
guys
Rich
said,
and Rich Rock, so I came up with that, the S.A. in front of the name.
Yeah,
oh,
because
He was Rich Rock.
Richard was always Rich Rock. It was always Rich
Yeah,
Rock.
yeah. So I was like, no, it's S.A. Rich Rock, S.A.
Yeah,
Dad.
and
So
in the early 80s, like he was trying to push demo tapes as a little kid, like 13, 14 years old. He was trying to push demo tapes. And it's weird because I was thinking about it. Hip hop was not about, oh, this guy is Mexican, or oh, this guy's black, this guy's white. I mean, the Beastie Boys were a big hit, right? And they're
yeah,
a bunch of white boys, right? I
right,
mean,
right.
they had a different sound, but hip hop allowed anybody of any race, of any creed, of any color to be like, hey, if you want to join us and be in this, you can. And so my brother was more of a rapper than he was like a get in your face gangster kind of person. He was more of a rapper. He had so many books worth of rhymes and
yeah,
things that
he
he
was he was
wrote
uh,
all
he
the
was a
time.
lyric he was a
He was a
lyricist
lyricist.
and
Yeah.
very thoughtful.
Yeah.
Really way ahead of his time as far as his
Yeah.
content for lyrics and how well it's organized
Yeah.
and thought out. But to go back to what you were saying, there wasn't no Chicano rap.
Right.
That's, but
So you couldn't be a Chicano. You couldn't be a Chicano rap. You could be a Chicano that rapped,
Right.
but there was no such thing as Chicano rapper. So I feel
Right.
when we talk about Chicano rap in that sense, that's where I think I come in terms
Right.
of making it a structured, organized entity.
man, that's interesting. So the
So,
color lines were blurred back then.
well, okay, I'll
I
add a
think
little
they
to what
were.
he was saying though. Okay, I'll add a little bit to what he was saying. Okay, what the beauty of Chicano rap was, I think, I don't think the lines were so much blurred, but that everybody wanted to rap in the the style of rap that was being rapped. So
Okay.
so even I think to the Beastie Boys to a certain extent too were targeting the black market in a sense.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
So I think all rap was kind of made to tap into that hip hop.
Mhm.
Got you.
Where I think where me and I can put myself in that time.
Right. Right.
The difference between Chicano rap, and I think Chicano rap changed the whole world. Because not just in the Chicano world, but my concept was, okay. Some people would just say, okay, yeah, Chicano rap because the person's Chicano, right?
Right. Right.
But there's a difference. You can be Chicano and not rap Chicano rap.
That's true.
That's why it's a true genre. So what I was
Mhm.
trying to do was create. When I saw, I was like, hey, I'm gonna create a genre. How many times in the world can a person create a genre?
Right. Right. Right.
So I made the distinction at the time in terms of who I was looking for to rap, right?
Right.
So,
right.
So whereas most people do, and even today, right now there's probably more the typical hip hop West Coast gangster reaching to Chicano rap or Chicano, but there's a distinction in terms of the style of rap. Some people would just say, well, I'm going to get Chicano rappers, right?
Right. Right.
And get in the game, but that's not the game, So, so my thing was, I'm gonna build this genre where you're gonna talk about whatever's going on in the barrio. So Beastie Boys was talking about same thing going on, in the hip hop world, I think. And I think
Yeah, but I
everybody,
think they were talking about more like New York because that's where they
yeah,
were
yeah, yeah,
from,
right,
the
right.
more New York style. And
No, I
sure,
give them their flowers. I give them their flowers. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, of course, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But they
But I
definitely
think
had
what,
the distinctions of like, they had a lot of heavy guitar and drums and their
yeah,
stuff
you're
more
right, you're
so,
right, you're right. They brought in I'm not gonna say white culture. They brought
they
in
did. They
the
did though.
typical elements of what, yeah,
It
well,
kind
yeah,
of did. They had
yeah,
rock
yeah.
guitars and all that kind of stuff. I mean, of
Okay,
course,
yeah, well, okay,
Run DMC had rock guitars too. So I guess
yeah.
you know.
True.
Well, I give them that. I give them that. Yes, but that's in Chicano rap. That's what I was trying. I was trying to get people to rap about what's going on in the barrio
Mhm.
and get that across. Just like what Rich Rock said. Just take them to the streets. You know,
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
because
Right.
because because people, there was Chicano culture, then, yes, but it didn't have the spotlight in a sense in terms of just people talking about it musically. There was paintings, poetry, and so forth, but bringing the music in that particular vein. So this one lane where, okay, we're going to talk about Chicano stuff. We're going to use lingo that's in the neighborhood,
Right. Right.
and so I was kind of, I would listen and I'd say, okay, well, that sounds cool, right?
Right. Yeah.
You know, uh, bring this word in, just
Using
I
words
could,
like
I could,
leva and huda and things
yeah,
like that,
yeah, I can see, okay, yeah, let's bring these words out. People can understand and see what they are, like, um, I first start somewhat immersing myself in the culture, and I was in grad school, and I had a friend named Sergio,
Okay,
and
but do you give yourself that much credit, like as far as like you, I mean, I don't know because I wasn't there. You know what I mean?
uh
But
all right,
it's like, but like I always thought that Rich Rock just changed that idea and said, okay, I'm gonna. In fact, he would consult my uncles because they're a bunch of thugs. Like they're real
uh
OG veteranos.
right,
Like they're real OGs. Like they're nobody. They still go in and out of jail. Okay, and they're in
right,
their like 60s and crap. It's like
yeah,
stupid. It's ridiculous. I'm like,
uh
oh, these guys are nuts. But he would ask them, hey, what do you say? How do you say this? Or how do you, what's the cool
right,
way of saying this? So I don't know
Right.
if that was your influence, like, hey, maybe you should bring this out, or maybe you should say this, or if he just thought of that on his own. I don't really don't know.
Well, some things, I could see where, yeah, where I may have changed the lyric or two just on
Mm,
consciousness stuff, like just from a Chicano studies standpoint, or
okay. Okay.
but yeah, I was basically pour out the culture,
Mm,
pour it out and put the spotlight on it, and that's the market because I think at the time pretty much I'm not gonna say 100%, but I'd say overwhelmingly everybody wanted to rap hip hop. Would you say
Right.
that's true,
yeah, I mean, I
Lou? I mean, it
think,
wasn't nobody saying I'm gonna rap Chicano.
no, that's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Now you could say Kid Frost, yes, because he had all the elements there.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm saying, but there wasn't necessarily an industry
Yeah, I mean,
where you can make money. I made it so you can make
yeah,
money in
yeah, yeah,
Chicago.
yeah, to make money. I get what you're saying. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, like, I feel like, I was talking to one of my friends the other day about this, and I said, some of the gangster rap or the Chicano rap that he did was
mm-hmm.
okay. It was okay. But
Mm-hmm.
if you listen to if you listen to, there's a song called Spanish Fly, and it's just
Right.
him rapping without really talking about too much ese vato loco cholo this and that,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Well,
He's not doing that. He's just actually rapping. It's one of
well,
the best lyrically put together songs I've ever heard. And I'm not
well,
saying
I'm
that just
glad.
because it's my brother, but
Yeah. No, I'm glad you mentioned that because if any song that was straight, I don't like to say the word hip hop, but that was some lyrics right there.
yeah,
It's just no.
it's
It's so he can
very
rap
well put
gangster
together.
with he can rap gangster style, and now
Right.
we can argue is gangster style a better rap? Yeah, but
Mhm.
typically, yeah, lyricist is probably gonna you know
Yeah,
Well,
have
I
his
think
words come out, but gangster rap, is kind of more your attitude that has a lot to do with it. But yes, the
sure.
song "Spanish Fly," yeah, is pure. That's Chicano lyrics,
well,
I
Yeah,
mean, as
it's
far as the
like
yeah,
lyrics,
a good example of this might be Mr. Shadow. I don't hear him using much Spanglish and other slang like that in his music, but he's
mm,
just
right?
rapping hard shit. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah, but you know, the thing about that's why I got back to what Chicano rap is. Chicano rap made it. Well, I'll just say my particular input gave the business structure.
Mm,
Right.
Structure where here it is. Okay, you can buy it. Here's somebody marketing, going everywhere to spread the word and get it in the stores.
Well, yeah,
So
I mean, when I heard your interview with Alonzo the other day,
mm,
I didn't know you did all that. You know what I mean? I didn't
what
know
was that?
I didn't know you did all the hustle. I didn't know you did all that stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
it's like, okay, I'm gonna give him his props for basically spreading things out pretty much across California and the whole different area codes. That was hilarious. I was like, yeah, that's crazy, man. Like 909 and 31 to
yeah.
213 213 and what was it,
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
619?
I was taking what I saw,
Yeah.
and yeah, I was a teacher, but I've also, I'm from from the streets too, Compton,
Right. Right.
Oaks Park. So my thing is, um, I think what benefited me is I knew about the streets
Mm.
and was in the streets and stuff and all that. So nobody. I mean, I'm more OG probably than anybody because I was there when it started.
Right. Right. Right.
I
Right.
was park when Tookie came to the park. I was the first to witness. Me and the first people in my neighborhood. So, um, but doing all
'Cause
that. And
how
then
old are you now? You're like, you gotta be like 50, almost 60 years old, yeah?
well, somewhere.
Somewhere,
He's
somewhere.
not going to tell you. Well, all right. He's OG. Let's just put it that way. He's. But well, you know what I wanted to hear, man, is the story you were telling about how you went to originally. You were going to pass out tapes, and what happened, man? You had a different reaction, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. Anyway, you tell the story, man. You tell it better than I would.
Yeah, so I was I just got the tape. So, it's step one, what do you do with them,
Right.
So, and it was new. It was a new thing all the way around. And so I said, well, my plan was to, not see, I think a lot of people waited on people to buy stuff and all that, right?
Right.
So I said, well, let me give the music to the people and then word of mouth will form. Because I've seen records, as a teacher, I've seen records blow up, just on word of mouth. I've seen like when one student brought Second to None tape to the school, right?
Uh-huh.
Nobody heard of him. From that one student bringing the tape to the school, the record blew up at the school. So I've seen that, firsthand. I've
And
seen the whole process.
that brought in DJ Quick, right? Like DJ Quick was nothing until Second to None, right?
I wouldn't say it was nothing. I'm saying he made Second to None because they were in his crew, right?
Right.
Definitely.
I was just trying to figure out who came out first, though. Did Second
No,
to
I
None
think it's
come out
DJ
first?
Quick. No, Second to None
Okay.
benefited from Quick, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I
Yep.
thought too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I learned the power of association back then too.
Yes.
Like Quick was happening, so whoever Quick was from the section, it started happening.
Mm-hmm.
But what my point was, one tape. I mean, nobody heard of him. One tape blew. One student saying, "Hey, let's play this," it blows up. And see, my class was the class at lunchtime. Everybody would be in the class, and we'd be rapping, and everything, And so somebody brought that in, and then all the rap heads that were in there, liked it. It blew up. I saw it blew up overnight. I mean, literally. So they brought it. Everybody went to the swap meet there, bought it, word spread.
Right.
So, back to the story.
Oh yeah. I was gonna.
Yeah. So I was like, what to do with the tapes. So I said, well, I'm gonna go where there's a high density Chicanos, right? And that was Santa Ana. What helped me a lot, I was in grad school. I learned a lot about demographics, and I was in, for psychologists. So I had to learn everything, social psychology, everything,
Right.
PhD. So I knew the demographics because that was part of one of my courses, and all that. And so I said, well, let me go there. So as you said before, I was driving, driving down the street. So at the time I had a nice Benz, on deep dish. The big one. So so I don't know. So I was feeling myself, I guess. And then I saw them, and walking down the street, for no lack of better word, basically you would say cholos.
Right. Cholos, vatos.
Yeah. So I pulled over, and I think another thing that helped me in Chicano rap, and I think helped the Chicano rap industry, is that I was kind of able to move freely throughout the areas, different areas. So nobody was really hitting me up.
Oh, right.
Every now and then, but
right.
But I was from the streets too, so I I would know how to approach people, right? So it was a whole gang of people, probably about 15, 16 people. I pulled up, saw them walking down the street, Bristol, and so I said, hey, what's going on? And so I said, hey, check this out. And so it was 18 with a bullet tape. So it just had that look, and it looked like it was for Chicano because of the writing, the graphics, and everything.
Right.
So
Was that the Trust
and I
No
think
Man, or
that
is that just the single?
it's the single. So I told
Okay,
the
yeah.
guys, write the title and stuff, and like hitting up something or whatever.
Right.
It just hit. It just hit from it just hit. From a cultural standpoint, cultural emotional standpoint, it just hit.
Right.
And so I gave it to them. They can tell it was Chicano product, right?
Mm.
So it was like, yeah, feel me, man. Look, how much is it? So I that took me totally off guard,
Right, because you were going to give it to him for free, right?
Yeah. So I'm trying to I'm looking at large groups. I say, okay, it's a nice large group here. I'm gonna get it in every little hood and blow it up, right?
Right.
So yeah, so he bought, about 4 or 5 people bought it, and so and it kind of I was good at marketing because I kind of had secrets that nobody really knew, that I was just able to find out and get different habits. Like, for instance, I mean, you can tell me if this is true, but this is what I observed. Like early when we were selling the music, we were more like, okay, more in the black market. Let's say if it's a black family, one guy buys Michael Jackson. Let's say one guy buys Thriller, right?
Right.
Okay, that Thriller is for the whole family, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But in the Chicano area, everybody's going to have a copy of Thriller. It was
So the whole family
everybody
wants a copy of that.
Yeah, if they want it, it's their CD, or their tape.
Right.
Yeah, except we used to dub tapes.
Oh, okay.
So
But
so
if you
my
would,
my
but
my my brother would get a hold of the death certificate, and then he'd be like, "Hey, you want to listen to it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dub it for me." And then I would have my
Yeah.
own tape.
Oh, I used to do that too,
So
where I'd say, let me borrow that. So of course I
let me
take it
borrow
home and dub
that.
it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
but people were more collectors back then too.
Oh yeah,
People
that's
wanted,
true.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
so they wanted to look at, the read the, the liner notes.
The notes, the liner notes,
Yeah,
yeah, all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 So I think that played to our favor
Hmm.
in terms of selling the music, because and my friend Tony used to say that too. He worked a swap meet stand, and so he was like, yeah, every member of the family is going to want, if they like it, if they,
But was it
it's not,
Tony A?
like I said, huh? Oh,
Was
no,
it Tony A?
Tony Waters.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the one who worked with me on No Walks on Swanee. If you look at No Walks on Swanee, it says me and him executive. But he found the group in Brown Tuning.
Huh.
So yeah, but so yeah, it's a lot of just
That's
a little like meta knowledge, just to have, and then I
right.
was good at as far as sales. So there weren't no Chicano store like now. Now it's digital, but in the recent future, it was you take your product and you go and hit the stores up. That's how Chicano rap kind of selling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember because I have
I opened up.
there's a buddy of mine used to be in Gardena, and there was a store, and that's pretty much all they sold was Chicano hip hop.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't
No,
find.
we took over. We took over. I mean, we didn't get credit in the sense that.
And Gardena's in the same
But we
area
took over.
too.
There was no other CD, no other tapes. I I mean, yeah, there was, people were buying tapes, but you know what I'm saying? Chicano rap was, there'd be whole stores that's nothing but Chicano rap.
That's what I'm saying. Like you go in there, you won't find Too Short necessarily in there, but you will find Brownside. You will find Mr. Shadow.
That's funny.
So, but
no Too Short. Come on.
No Too Short. No Ice Cube. No this. Another thing I was going to say to you too, Murray, is I guess KRS-One isn't the only hip hop teacher now.
Yeah.
Now you got Mexicali Slim.
Hey, speaking of that, have you heard his new album?
KRS?
Yeah, it's fire. It's wow, it's amazing.
All right.
I'm like, that dude is in his 60s and he's still lyrically a genius.
I'm gonna have to check him out. I'll have to check out his new album.
KRS is a genius, man.
Actually, you guys, I want to jump into a song real quick, a Mexicali Slim track. And then we'll come back and we'll talk to you some more, obviously, because we got a lot more to say. So I'm gonna let you pick it. What you thinking, Mexicali? What track would you like to play? You want to play Compton Love?
Let's okay, you're the DJ. Let's world premiere something.
Let's do your new one that you just sent me a few minutes ago. Did I say 64?
World premiere. Yeah. Did I say it was a 6-4?
See, now the way my phone read it, it almost sounds like it's a country song. Like, did I say it's 64 inches? So
yeah, it's a lot, did I say I was 6'4"?
All right. Well, let's jump into that track real quick. A brand new track that he just sent me, like I said, probably an hour ago now. And we're gonna pop this and come back. We're gonna talk to you some more. So be right back.
Yeah. Just rolling through the city. Feel the vibe, feel the heat. Let's go. I met her at the car show, shining under the lights. Cars lined up, man, it felt so right. I was rolling in my low, sitting on chrome with that 6'4", baby, it was like a throne. Her smile hit me harder than the bass in my speakers. Rocking that dress, she was one of a kind to keep her. I pulled up slow, said, what's your name? She looked my way, and I felt that flame. Oh, did I say it was 6'4"? Back high and said, let's go, let's go. In tune, under the shine of the big full moon. I hit the switches, let the magic unfold. Took her back to the party real slow, so bold. Tires spinning, my heart's racing fast. Every moment with her, I want it to last. Laughing and talking, dropping low key in my 6'4" Impala. It's just her and me. She was pretty. Sweet words made the night so bright. In the glow of the city lights, everything felt right. Everything felt right. Her laughter's the rhythm, her smile is the beat. When she's next to me, man, life feels so sweet. Oh, did I say it was 6'4"? That high and said, let's go, let's go. We danced through the night, hearts in tune, under the shine of the big full moon. I hit the switches, let that magic unfold. Took her back to the party real slow, so bold. Cruising through the streets, windows down low. The rhythm of the night, let the good vibes flow. Every laugh, every glance, it's like a dance. In this car show romance, we found a chance. With the sound of the city and the stars overhead, thoughts of our future, all the words unsaid. As we rolled past the block, the neighborhood vibe. In my low, she felt so alive. We shared our dreams, both chasing the sun. In the heart of the bar, your two souls become one. With a heart full of hope, our story unfolds. In this life we're living, it's as real as gold. Oh, did I say it was 6'4"? That high and said, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We danced through the night, hearts in tune, under the shine of the big full moon. I hit the switches, let that magic unfold. Took her back to the bar, real slow, so bold. So here's to the nights that we'll never forget. With my low cruiser and a love I won't regret. From the car show beginnings to the moonlit glow, we found something special, just her and me. Let's go.
I say it was a 6'4", or did I say it was 64 inches? Anyway, we're back, man. So that's wild. So you started doing the stuff you were rapping originally. Was it just your standard, like you said, hip hop? You weren't really doing the Chicano thing.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, when I was teaching at first, I had the idea for gangster rap, being from Compton and knowing that people wasn't doing that at the time.
Right.
But the school I was at, it just wasn't a good school to start it at. So, but I had the same idea, call it Compton Records, all that, So,
okay.
And now that you mentioned, now I see why when I first started working with Spanish Fly, I knew, my concept of gangster rap, Easy eventually did it, but I was like, well, this is my chance to, just say, forget it, regardless, I'm a, I mean, I basically did the first gangster rap Chicano stuff,
Right.
Okay.
So I was like, well, I'm just going to do some good street music, and just, so I'm gonna get into this. This is kind of like my second chance.
So it's kind of like it spun from that vision with the Chicano rap thing, and you're like, man, you know what? I'm immersed in it now. I'm going to be a Chicano rapper, even though I'm not Chicano. Right?
Well, that I have to test the genre, because a genre of music is not a genre if only you
One
can't
person's
do
doing it.
or no, like Chicano rap is not a genre if only Chicanos can do it. Just like jazz is not a genre if only black people.
That's a good point.
So I have to test the genre.
Okay.
So if that means I gotta be the first, black Chicano rapper, so to speak. When I say Chicano rapper, I mean, like first, black jazz, or I'm talking in terms of genre.
Right. You're seeing it as a genre, not as a an ethnicity.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking of remember that group Young Black Teenagers in the 90s? Remember they were white, and when they were asked, well, why do you call yourself Young Black Teenagers? They said, because being black is a state of mind. You know what I mean? So I was thinking maybe that was your thinking too.
Well, like I said, Chicano rap, as I first envisioned as it first came out, was more of talking about what's going on,
right?
And talking, in a way
in the barrio as opposed to in the hood. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
See, here's the problem, and this is what I mean. It's funny. All these things you're asking, I thought about those things at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So it was more like just conveying the culture.
Right.
So Chicano rap is Chicano rap. I mean, when you hear it, it's Chicano rap, right?
Right. Yes. Oh, absolutely.
So, so just testing the genre, and I've been in it so long, and I've coached it so long, so I just have to, approach it myself. And to me, I'm writing, in a particular way. So,
well, I got
I just try to figure out. I have to know who my audience is, and then.
Absolutely. So it's like you say, demographics. You kind of know the demographic. Well, here's what's funny. All right, so we had a dude on a couple of years ago now. His name, he goes by Deadly, and he is Chicano, but he isn't really rapping about the barrio per se. He's gay. He's a gay Chicano rapper, so he talks a lot about being gay and some of the stuff he deals with as a gay person. But he just happens to be Chicano. So I guess he classifies his stuff as Chicano rap. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, but that's what I was saying. I think there's a distinction when it comes, like, you can be a Chicano and not rap Chicano rap.
Sure. Yeah,
you can be a Chicano and just rap straight hip hop,
Right, right.
True.
right? So
I dibbled and dabbled in rap, and I didn't rap about Chicano culture at all.
right.
I
Well, I
just
mean,
did.
well, look at Rich Rock. Okay,
Yeah,
even the song Spanish Fly. Okay, it's a
yeah,
lyrical. It may have Chicano vibes in the music,
yeah,
but it's a straight up lyricist thing, kind
yeah,
of. But it's still Chicano rap.
yeah. Well, I mean, he did put like a couple of things like so he plays on the word Spanish, and then the words FLY stand for
Hmm.
different things.
That's
So
right. It was
Hmm.
an
one
acronym. I remember hearing
one of
that.
them one of them is foolish loco youngster.
Foolish local youngster. Yeah,
Then he had firma, which means like sick, like dope. Uh,
yeah. Fearman. Yeah, yeah,
Latin youth,
yeah.
Spanish
Okay, yeah.
firma,
Fearman.
Latin
Yeah,
youth.
right.
What was the other one? There was another one that I heard in the song. I heard it today. I was listening to it today. I was like, just vibing off of it. I was just like, yeah, this is one of the best that I've. There's another one that talks about, and I can't. I want to know if you have the master to it, because what ended up happening is that my brother rapped
Uh,
on it, but then
don't let
but
no one
then
get you down.
yes, my brother
Yeah.
rapped
So
on it. My brother
mhm,
rapped on it, but then S.A. Daz had to do it over for some reason. And
mhm,
I like the one that my brother did because it's him,
mhm.
you know. Ve-
Yeah, we had the master.
Very,
Yeah, that's a great
very, very,
song. We didn't- yeah,
very, very good song. An excellent song, in my opinion.
right. That song was gonna be on the album.
Mhm.
It was like, 'cause as you know,
Was it
I
a
said the
sample
title right
problem? Was
away.
this a sample issue?
No, it was more of an issue of does it fit the album?
Oh
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I can
okay.
see. I can see why it didn't.
Okay,
Yeah,
because Trust No Man was straight up gangster.
gangster. Yeah, everything is
So
gangster. Yeah, yeah,
that's the first, that's the first Chicano rap gangster. So that's to me when I
yeah,
talk about the that's the the gangster rap Chicano
yeah.
Hmm.
stuff. So that's set the tone. So that's like they're like the
That's
NWA.
funny. You knew exactly which one I was talking about too. Is the no? Don't let
Oh,
no
I
one
know.
get you down.
Well, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I mean, Rich
yeah.
Rock, that's that's
Was
So
it was
so
it too?
so so really, the "Don't Let No One Get You Down" thing is all about. There, I remember one lyric from the top of my head. It says, "City to city, it's all the same. But why does every city seem like it has a Latin name?" It's
I
almost
was
like
going to
they're.
point.
It's like it's
Yeah,
basically saying you give us Latin names, but then you don't give us credit for being Latino, basically.
yeah, yeah. Don't
And
let no
like
one
it's
get
it's it's very like brown pride, but oh, excellent
it,
song.
it's don't let no one get you down. It's
Yeah,
a message I'm
it
saying from the heart. It's time for stereotypes to start
deserves to
ending
start
because it's
ending.
been going on too long.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
that's my jam.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. That's a
it
very
didn't.
good
It did.
song.
I was trying all kinds of ways to fit it in. I would say,
Yeah.
okay, I can do it. I can do an intro. Like how we used to, back in the day, you do the little skits before a song and all
Oh
that.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
love
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
love those
So
skits.
yeah.
so I was gonna make a skit. Okay, all right.
Who perfected that? Ice
Like
Cube.
it's like Rich Rock is in
NWA.
the court.
Yep.
Like Rich Rock is in the courtroom, right?
Uh-huh.
And then so the judge says, "All right, as far as what,
Oh,
how
it's
you
kind of like
gonna
the F the police. It's
get
kind of like
charged?"
the F the police thing, like kind of like that.
No, it was like okay, you got to, you're doing all this gangster stuff, so you're gonna have to do one good positive song if you want
Oh,
to get
gotcha,
Oh,
gotcha,
paid.
gotcha, gotcha.
So I was gonna have an intro, something like that, and
Oh
then
man, that would have been
so to
good.
the so to the customer to be like, oh, only reason Rich Rock's doing this because
judge ordered it or something.
George
yeah,
ordered
yeah.
it to do, yeah, to
But
do it, yeah,
that's the psychology behind what it
Was
yeah.
it
I can see that.
because
was it too much of a positive song to put
It,
on that particular album? Is that why?
yeah,
yeah,
that's what he's
yeah,
saying. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
Okay.
he's saying.
And I was trying to establish them as the first gangster group.
Right, right, right.
Uh-huh. Right,
And
right.
the and
Yeah,
that
so
song is very much. It's very much. It's almost like you know, we're Hispanic, show us love, and if you don't, then we're not going to let anybody get us down, kind of thing.
Ah,
Very, very excellent song. So
Yeah, they call
I'll
some
let you.
minorities in my area were
I'll
majority.
send you something. I'll find something.
Yeah, I got it. I'm
It's
sure I have. I'm sure I have
yeah,
the finished master of that.
you know, it almost
but
sounds like something that group Proper Dose would have done. You guys remember Proper Dose?
yeah, I remember them. Yeah.
They were great. I loved them. They were awesome.
Yeah. But what Louis is saying is that song. There's nothing like that.
mm,
No,
hmm,
no, there's nothing like it.
So
It
that's what
interesting.
he's saying.
it like literally like if I whenever I hear it, and I know he wrote it, like I remember him writing it actually.
Mm.
And
Hmm,
I remember, him like perfecting it. You know how you have to get the cadence down, and when you rap, it's not like you just go up there and just
right. So
spit
you remember him
bars.
practicing it, like he'd
Yeah,
be in the
practice
shower
it.
spitting that, right?
Or he'd be just like saying like, how am I gonna say that? Don't let no one get you down. Okay, that's how I'm gonna say it. Okay, I got it. I got it.
But
It's like
what? But what?
it's.
But one thing about Rich Rock was one take.
Oh,
uh,
one
oh
take
Never
yeah.
dig.
seen one
Be-
take.
because
One take.
because he practiced it so much beforehand.
Mhm.
Well, that's how you should do it. That's professional, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he was one take. So that was, you know,
man,
Yeah, there's no Easy E. Did you ever see that Easy E thing where he's like trying to say the bar and he can't say it and he's like,
oh,
ah man.
that was yeah, straight out of Compton. That's the scene where he's trying to do Boys in the Hood, and he's off beat,
Oh man.
and they're going cruising, man, cruising. Just say cruising. So, man, so then I guess you branched off at some point, and then you started working with other Chicano
Yes.
groups.
Yes.
yeah,
And that's where you
okay,
came up with the Chicano rap compilations.
yeah. So what I did was, well, after that, working with Night Owl and Brown Pride. Well, I guess Brown Pride probably was first then because because Night Owl was trying to find me, and so he said he was going to L.A. Almost every weekend and he eventually a friend of mine he ran into a friend of mine was a DJ at Night Owl, ran into him at a store, so he finally got in touch that way, and then we had Brown Pride with their big hit, the first big hit. They have some good hits, but on a Friday night,
Brown Pride or Brown Side?
Brown Pride.
Oh, Brown Pride. Okay, yeah, okay, right,
Yeah, on a Friday
right.
night. And so that song, that's MC Pep's Tone, Juan, Jam and J. That
Mm,
song, each of these songs, they played a part in the history of laid the foundation of Chicano rap. You know,
right,
so
right.
uh, so Santa Fe Springs Swap Meet has a Friday night swap meet,
Okay.
and so that Friday night, I debuted it there on a Friday night. and,
Perfect.
Yeah.
and and I mean, people turn heads. That's the beauty that's different here right now from back then
Mm,
was, when I dropped a record, we'd have the store, the swap meet stand
right, right.
would literally have a line, a long line to get the record.
So,
And that so it's different now. People now say different stuff, but back then, it was a whole different animal.
oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Like
So
when Snoop Dogg dropped Doggy Style, it was like that. Where the store
yeah,
would
yeah,
open
yeah,
up at
yeah.
midnight, kind of thing.
hmm But the support for and the beauty of Chicano rap. Okay, the knock on black rap and hip hop and so forth
Mhm.
is in my mind is that it's not it's controlled by radio and the powers that be.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know um so my
Good
vision
old
of
good
what,
old K Day.
yeah, well, my vision of what, rap and all that stuff, and what I liked about Chicano rap was that people discovered the music and discovered the artists that they liked.
Right. Right.
So, we would play it at, the swap meet, we're good at having it played. So that was our radio station, the swap meet, record shop.
Okay.
Okay.
And we were making music that was catching people's ear. So back then, it's different from it is now. Here, right now, well, with black music around the same time that Chicano came out, it was more like for a black person to sell, you had your underground that that was got established and so forth. But in general, for a black artist to sell, they had to have a video, they had to have radio play, they had to have all different factors.
Right.
Right.
All going at once.
Right. To make the music sell.
Right. So, at the beginning, I could have did a lot of videos,
Right.
But it would have been nice though to look back. I have some stuff, but it'd been nice to look back and see them. But I could, but it was better in a way that I didn't, because see, all the majors was kind of looking, and they were waiting for me to play that game. So if it came down to just the money thing, they had more money to spend. Like toward videos and stuff. But what was good about me is I had the streets on lock. I opened up, most of the stores, and so developed a track so that people that's coming up behind, in the future, they can come out with a CD and go to the store and sell it. But before, there was no store.
Right. Right.
And they didn't, and if there was a store, they sure didn't want Chicano rap at that time.
Yeah, you're right. It was
So
sort of like
I broke the door down,
interesting.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard to get any record into a record shop, especially back then.
Well,
So,
and I'm okay. So I used to go to record stores with my buddies, and obviously me being completely blind, I'd have them read, what was up there, like what what and so dude would go through the things, and he'd look for the type of music I liked, whatever. And I remember he picked up one album, and he's starting to read the titles off, and he says, "Oh, it's some Mexican dude," and he like puts it back on and I'm like, "Wait a minute, I like Mexican Chicano rap, man." And he's like, "Oh, but but you could just kind of tell that almost drew him away from it." You know what I mean? I'm like, hey man, hold up. I like that kind of shit.
Well, people don't understand, that was my challenge. Number one, to get it in the store, period. That was, because, there was a normal structure on the music business and how the music business was built.
Right.
It was built for this marketing and radio and video to pop, so that stores know what to stock. When you release the record, you would give your marketing plan.
Right. Like they know this guy's already got a video in rotation, a song on the radio. Yeah.
Right. So with me, there was no, like I say, I opened up the Chicano rap stores and everybody started selling it. So then in the future, people can go around with their tapes and they'd have somebody that would buy them based on the success of the Chicano rap.
Right.
But even then, see, it's different levels, because I think what the main thing I did that was good for Chicano rap was I broke down the consignment barrier.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so because with consignment, nobody's getting paid eventually, because you're caught in in between rock and a hard place kind of.
Right.
If you blow up, right? Let's say you blow up.
Right.
You almost feel you almost feel funny going to the store to ask for your money.
Right. Like, hey man, now that I'm making some money.
Yeah. And the store be like, man, I helped you, get your record.
Right. Like, I pushed your record. I put it on the listening station. Remember the days of listening stations?
Mhm. Yeah, I remember that. And so I broke that barrier down. People could sell their records to the store.
Right, right. Whereas,
So yeah, before it was all consignment.
right, you put
But
your tape in here. Let's see
nobody
how
was
it
going
does.
around. Yeah, nobody was going around but me. That's black art brown music.
Right,
So everybody was locked into the structure.
and that's how it
You
was.
know, yeah, that's just how it was. So I kind of came with the second wave and broke the structure down.
Hmm.
And so, we were able to sell our records and get paid. I'd drop off a couple of hundred records, I'm getting paid.
Right.
And then that set the standard, I think. And so, in the development of Chicano rap, all, our people, my people, that's the structure of the business side. I think the legacy of today,
Right.
So,
right.
you know, I'm proud that my people are doing good stuff. You got little one, he's doing his thing, tours and all that.
Yeah.
Of course, Lil Rob touring. You got MC Pep out there, like just a fireball. He's, you see in the future all the stuff he's doing, but behind the scenes, he's amping everybody up, right?
Right.
You got, Jimmy, Urban Kings. That's probably one of the biggest labels. So you have just, it's the legacy, I think, of everybody, still doing their thing,
Yeah, it's good, man.
And,
Good to see, because especially now and I'm hearing a lot of this, and I don't know if this is just internet talk, but people are always talking about culture vultures and you're a guest in our house and craziness, man, when it really should just be, hey man, it's music. We're all making music together. It shouldn't be about, oh, we own this and you need to get our respect, and now it's like Chicano's now got it, and they got their thing. White boy rap has their thing, so it is what it is, man. It's a music that obviously has grown, and you can't stop people from being a part of it.
mm-hmm. And yeah, I mean, I never looked at it like that. Like I said, it was no Chicano rap.
Right.
Or nobody, and I give everybody opportunity. It's gonna cost me back then, probably 50,000 to do an album.
Right.
Anybody want to kick in can kick in.
Right.
And you can ask somebody today to give you 2,000, and you won't get it.
No. Well, it's a different world, man. This is a totally. You're talking 30 years ago, man. So it's
man.
You guys
what I was doing for albums, man. You could be buying houses and stuff.
Right. Yeah. To do an album,
remember, houses was only what 50,000 or
something. Well, maybe not now, but I know what you're saying.
I'm saying in the past, yeah. The equivalent of paying 50,000 back then is like paying 200,000 now.
Right. Exactly. That was big money.
Yeah. So and that's, people can look at it whatever way they want to look at it, but I just thought I was given opportunity, which has been borne out, and I was trying to get. I mean, I could have went any way with the music,
Sure. Yeah.
And it'd have been all right. I could have went squeaky clean image. Could have went, all those ways would have did something, But I was, like I said, it was very little Chicano stuff out. Period. The only thing that was popping that was Chicano was like Chico and the Man. there was like now I think people take for granted a lot, but there was none.
Right. Well, you had Puerto Ricans rapping. Remember Afro Rican?
Yeah.
Remember that dude?
Yeah.
He was a Puerto Rican cat.
Yeah. I mean, but I was more concentrating on Chicano
On the whole Chicano thing. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I was like, because at that time, well, even before, I think this would happen also at our school, Carson. It was a lot of, it was a good school, good community. But at that time, there was some, Latino, Black
rivalry, kind of
rivalry, whatever you want to call it. So, it was, it was starting to get that, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so we had a meeting at the school, because it was kind of getting a little out of hand. So I had like Chicano guys, had Black guys. We had a meeting to talk about it because it was starting to get out of hand in the school.
Oh, look at that, man!
Huh?
I said, look at that, the peacemaker.
Yeah. So and so we just broke it down what was happening, and then what I came out of the meeting with, and this is pretty much how I went into it. I came out of the meeting, okay. There wasn't anything for Chicanos.
Right.
Maybe a few things for Latins in general, but there was the Chicano culture was kind of like nobody was trying to do nothing,
right,
for
right,
to empower. And so I said okay, we're gonna make a change.
right.
And I said, like, hey, right now there's, I even said, man, I wish I had a camera right now, because this is 1990 or 91, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna make such a big difference that we're gonna have to prove to the people that that this was our mission, right?
You know what? Yeah.
And so we started a movement.
You know what you were doing?
Chicano
I know what you were doing. You were spreading some Compton love.
I was. I was, man. I was like, hey, I mean,
nice segue. Nice segue.
That's my trademark, man.
so real, so true.
So actually, let's jump into Compton Love real quick, which is another dope song by Mexicali Slim. So let's roll with that. Then we'll come back and we'll talk to you some more. So let's do it. All right.
She wanted that Compton love, so real, so true. Yeah. With a vibe that sparks the fire when I'm holding you. Rolling through the streets where the palm trees sway. In the city of dreams where we find our way. The nights are so gritty, every heartbeat's a clue. She's my sunset glow, and the sky turns blue. Her laughter like music, and I can't get enough. Wrapped up in her warm feeling, that Compton love. She wanted that Compton love. Oh, can't you see? So down and so gritty, forever you and me. She wanted that Compton love, a spark in the night. With every stolen moment, everything feels right. Met her at the corner where the sun hits the streets. Those eyes shining bright in the summer beach. She was burning hot like the asphalt we walked. With every little glance got me lost in our talk. Her smile was magnetic with a twinkle of fun. In this crazy life, yeah, we just begun. Got the hood on lock, but she unlocked my heart. With each intimate whisper, yeah, she played her part. She wanted that Compton love. Oh, can't you see? So down and so gritty, forever you and me. She wanted that Compton love, a spark in the night. With every stolen moment, everything feels right. She wanted that Compton love. Oh, can't you see? So down and so gritty, forever you and me. She wanted that Compton love, a spark in the night. With every stolen moment, everything feels right. So let's take it slow, let the rhythm flow. And this Compton love will never let go. Stay close together, facing whatever comes. With you by my side, baby, we've already won.
Here we go. Oh yeah, it's that Compton love that you were spreading. So it's cool, man. That's just the whole history, man. It's fascinating to me, man. That as a teacher, you were almost like the hip hop Michelle Pfeiffer in Dangerous Minds. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
For real. Like you probably saved a lot of kids' lives, man.
Well, I mean, I saw it back then. You know, it's like there was really not too much opportunity. You know,
Right, right.
and so I knew that this could be a vehicle. And we used to always talk. You know, talk about it. When's the day the first Chicano will be born that grew up on Chicano rap?
Well,
You know, we
you
used
made
to
that
talk. We
possible.
used to, yeah, we used to talk about that. You know, wow, who's when you get, who's gonna be the first Chicano 16 years old that grew up on Chicano rap?
Now there's a
And
bunch. It's
yeah, and yeah, so
that's
yeah,
man. That's like I said, I'm thinking of all these now. I get all these movie references in my head. Also thinking of School of Rock. Remember that one?
School of Rock.
Yeah, with I think was it Jack Black or who was in that, Louie? You're the movie guy. School of Rock.
I am not the movie guy.
I thought you're always bringing up movies and comedians and stuff.
Well, sure. I mean,
But
I know School of Rock, but I don't.
yeah,
Know
remember
School.
he was a teacher and he got them all together. They were a rock group and
They ended up becoming a rock band or something like that. Yeah.
yeah. So it's the same thing. Same thing now. He's like doing the School of Hip Hop.
Right.
So man, doing the Mexicali Slim thing. So that's cool, man. So you put out a bunch of these Chicano, obviously Chicano rap compilations. I think there's like what 6 of them?
Yeah, but for Southside Riders, there's 6 volumes.
6 for okay. So
Yeah.
man, and obviously it's
And we have Chicano rap. That's when officially named. I was calling it Chicano rap, but I officially named it then with that compilation, Chicano rap, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3.
right,
And I
right.
got some Royal Chief stuff, some different, stuff from different people. And so yeah.
Man, nice. So what now you're just kind of working on your Mexicali Slim stuff, huh? Is that your main projects nowadays?
Okay, we have a group called Still Familia Forever.
Okay.
And that's myself, OG Midget Loco, that's still banging, that's the Still and Still Familia Forever. King Blue out of the 805, and his label is Forever Great Music, so that's the Forever. So yeah, Midget Loco, myself, King Blue, that's Still Familia Forever. And so it's a collaboration. So I'm rapping on that, singing on that. MC Pep, OG Midget Loco. We have Hectic out the OC, Orange County. Aztec Tribe out of San Diego. Blue Stomps, Boral Heights. So we have a real tight unified band there.
What if anybody wants to check out some of your guys' stuff, man? Where do they go? You got some?
There's some stuff now. There's some stuff now on YouTube. Still Familiar Forever. We have me and my homies Roll Deep. We have
I saw one called Lifts that you got.
That's me, Mexicali Slim. Lifts.
That's just you, a solo. Okay.
Yeah. Produced by King Blue. And
okay.
Yeah, so that's a song I had, in my mind for a while. So I just did that with King Blue. So that's kind of like, I guess, in my recent time. But I'm rapping or singing on a lot of old Chicano rap. You can't. I don't know if you heard the song. You Can't See Me.
Okay, yeah. I think when I was digging through your stuff.
You can't see me when I'm rolling through your hood because I'm a G.
Right.
That's me, S.A. Daz, and Graham. So a lot of stuff I'm singing on, is blasting you is wrong. We don't want to be right. Y'all
Oh,
fools know how us vatos is. We rather do wrong than right. Uh, I'm on some stuff,
okay.
but my stuff now, I'm uh, coming out with stuff that's just my song, and then doing stuff with the group. What inspired me though a long time ago when I did the song, it was me, a guy named Solo on the album West Presenting.
Okay.
That's where we had Mac 10 and you know Too Tall out from the old side, and Daz and Grim and Shaft Gangster Click, which is my group. So I produce and sing on that and rap. But one person, I was in the store one time and somebody said, "Who's your favorite rapper?" I had just dropped my song on the West Present, and the guy said, "Yeah, Mexicali Smith."
Oh shit.
I was
So,
like, "Oh."
so you just happened to, I mean, did you asked him this just out of the blue?
Yeah, we were in the store setting, and he was talking. He was talking to the store. I think the store guy asked him who's his favorite rapper.
And he had no idea that you were standing there.
Right, Mexicali Slim.
Oh,
And
that's
also,
funny.
there was I tell you, back in the day, there was a blind rapper, blind
Oh,
Chicano rapper, Blind O Blunt,
Blindo Blunt?
Blind O Blunt, and great rapper. He passed away, but he's a
Hmm.
great rapper. We're about to do an album, and as I said before, the album cover was going to be him in a 6'4" with with a long white cane,
The cane hanging
feeling his
out the
way
car
down
window?
yeah, hanging out in front of the car, tapping the seat.
That's funny.
That's out. That was a dope cover. I was gonna have fun. Funny.
Blindo
But
Blunt. Do
Blind Dope,
you know who that guy is, Louis? You ever heard of him?
No,
Blindo.
I haven't heard of him. No, I haven't
Okay,
heard
I
of him.
haven't
Blind
either.
Dope,
I'm just
that
thinking.
was my homie.
Uh,
And the funny thing about him was, like, he'd always be in the record shops and all that. And I'd go in the record shop, like on Norwalk Records, Linwood, and he'd be in there. And I started talking to the store, and then next thing I knew, Murry Brumfield.
like he knew you were there somehow.
Yeah, he knew. I guess he knew my voice,
Oh, it was your voice.
but
Okay.
he'd scream it out, Murry Brumfield.
Wow. That's fun, man. That's cool.
And so that was cool. We always talked. He was rapping, and he
Hmm.
did the song "Little Angel," I think, for his daughter, and we gonna do something with that. But
Wow. Wow.
yeah,
Well, man, let's get, if somebody wants to, follow your music or collab or do anything, man, you got some social medias, some websites, some anything that they can check you out on?
at Murry Brumfield, Instagram, Murry Brumfield YouTube channel.
And it's all just Murry Brumfield. That's who you're going by on all the platforms.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, man, there's a lot out there for sure.
Without the A, right?
Hey, that was me. I did that. Guilty as
But
charged.
but fortunately, I went to Thailand. I just got back a couple of weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
and so I finished my album out there.
Oh,
So
okay.
so I was able to just good relaxing environment. So I was
Wow.
able to focus, get it done, have fun also, and I like met good musicians, particularly one good musician who's able to pretty much play everything. And
Now,
I think I have some good sound. I was able to capture oldie sounding stuff because he could play all the stuff, and he all I have to do is just I played a little too. I produce. I'm known for producing, but he was able to just whatever my idea is just one take. So
Is he
right.
talking about me?
He might be.
I play the piano also, and
Oh yeah.
I play by ear, and I'm pretty good.
Oh,
So I've
okay,
been
that's
told.
great.
So I've been told. So I've been told.
He actually is. I had him replay this Journey, Who's Crying Now, and I wanted him to slow it down because I wanted to rap over it. And I do have something he played. I was like, damn, oh, he pretty much did it the way I wanted him to do it. So still haven't done anything with it yet, but hey,
Yeah, well,
Well,
it's sitting here.
you
It's
know,
on my hard drive.
well, I produce, with the fellas, but trust no man. I play the keyboards and all that on that. So my specialty was just giving that gangster style with the keyboard. I had
mm-hmm.
called Matrix 12 keyboard, which is the best in the world, and so is able to get those rich textures that give you the gangster sound.
Well,
I didn't want to. I
me
didn't
and
want to play too good.
yeah,
I didn't
me
want to
and
play too good. Oh, go on.
me and Tricks, the other guy was in Spanish Fly. We
Yeah.
ended up getting together about 10 years later after all that, and we would create beats and things like that. So we
He's a good. He's
collaborated.
a good. He's a good. He's a great producer.
Yeah.
I get a break. It's, I was gonna reach out to him, but I do want to you know work with him on some stuff. Clear out all the stuff here. I have some concepts. But yeah, he's dope.
Man,
Yeah.
that's
Daz is dope. Yeah. So, but
wow.
like Daz is like my kind of just writing partner.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm glad you guys did, let me know it wasn't the Daz I thought it was. I was
No,
like,
no,
whoa.
no, no, no.
So as SA Daz. So
Yeah, yeah.
man.
But
Well,
when did the Daz that you were talking about? When did he come out?
oh
Daz came out with the Dog Pound.
yeah, that was in
Oh, that Daz. Yeah, 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 yeah. When I
Yeah,
heard that, I was like, yeah, that's
that's
a
rough there.
stolen name. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about
right.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, da- his name is David, but uh, Daz was
That Daz is Arnold.
Daz from like 1987 on.
Oh,
So
Yeah, Daz was Daz from the beginning. So if you look at the record, we probably finished in 90 or 91.
yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
It was SA Daz then. So,
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
so we go on the
And
timeline.
it kind of stands for something. I don't know if I should say his whole name, but it does stand for
Oh, their initials. Okay.
like
Gotcha.
kind of his initials. Yeah, kind of his
Okay.
We
initials.
Okay.
David Ariano, so that's the
Ariano.
DA.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. The DA is, and then he just was like, well, I gotta jazz it up somehow, so I'm gonna make it DAZ. Right? Isn't it DAZ? Yeah, or is it double
He's
Z?
Yeah, it's DAZ.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how he spells it.
Yeah,
And I think
but
I remember when he told me that I was like, Daz, that's what you're gonna name your name? That's what your name's gonna be?
man, that's wild.
but back back in the day, my first kind of just intro to music business, I used to manage Mixmaster Spade.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What's
that
funny
was
is I didn't like this is how against singing I was. I was so into hip hop, into like just no singing at all. And I
mhm.
said, "Oh, Mixmaster Spade, he's a singing rapper. Get that guy out of here. Don't worry about that guy. Don't even listen to that guy."
So you weren't feeling them. Okay.
No, not really. I mean, now he's all right. I mean, he's classic.
Oh yeah.
He's
Actually,
I,
classic hip hop.
he was doing what Nelly
Well, Nelly, yeah,
15
yeah,
years later.
and I
You
didn't
know.
like Nelly at first either. And then he
Oh
grew up, and then Nelly grew on me, and he's okay.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
it's funny that you mentioned it. Like another new song I have, I'm kind of like rapping. And now I think about it, hey, that could be that's a little bit of Mixmaster Spade influence.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Rolling through the Kayas in my 6-4 ride. Got the sweetest vibe with you right by my side. Mexicali Slim, yeah, you know the name. Swoop you up in a round fly. It's a money game, making all the ducats feeling
He'd
so
be
alive.
Mex Master Spade. you know?
Leave it to Max to say that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's you know what? Actually, that would be a tight name for an album for those who who know of Mixmaster Spade. You know what I mean?
Mex Master Spade. That's
Master
hilarious.
Spade.
Spade is the guy on all the records. Go, oh yeah,
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
heck yeah.
oh, yeah. He's on Mariah Carey, I think. He's on some big hip hop songs.
Oh, wait
Oh,
a minute,
yeah.
wait a minute, wait a minute. I thought All Yeah
Whenever you
came
hear that,
from
oh
Public.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, oh, yeah
I thought
was
it came from Public Enemy, though.
wasn't
Didn't
that
it?
Run DMC? I thought it was Run DMC.
Oh no,
From
it was Red DMC. You're
Yep.
right.
From what was that song?
It's DMC, and he's doing, what are they doing?
It's the
Here we
beginning.
go, yo. Here we go. No, not here we go, yo.
It's I want to say Suck MCs or something like that.
Runs House. No, whose house runs house?
No,
Oh
this is
yeah,
like one of their first ones where they're live and he's like, all right.
yeah, they're
And
live,
then
and then he goes, oh yeah,
and they're
yeah.
rapping
No,
over
no,
that
it is,
Billy Squire
it is Run
Biggie.
DMC.
Yep.
Yeah, it is Run
It's
DMC.
Run DMC. It's Run DMC. So,
Yeah.
but
I
yeah.
think Mixmaster Spade's sample is the one.
Oh yeah, he probably used that sample a lot. Yeah, yeah, I can see that, like being a trademark of his.
Yeah. Yeah, but shout out to all the the OG Chicano rappers. Like Lil Blackie, well, the familiar rappers. Lil Blackie, Lil One.
Yep.
Shadow, Brown Pride, Spanish Fly, Mad Dog, rest in peace. Payaso.
A lot of different.
Danger.
Oh, Danger from Brownside is dead.
Nah, this Mr. Danger.
Oh, Mr. Danger. Okay, it's another guy. Okay.
Like he was from the West Side,
Okay.
Down and East Side Click, Oxnard rappers. All people around familiar time, Triple C, Cali Lifestyle, Dominator.
You familiar with
San Diego people? Manny, Trick Nasty.
Oh.
Yeah, so a lot of people, really.
Are you familiar with a group from Vegas called KRS-One?
Yeah, KRS-One. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because
KRS-One. Yeah. So we with that was Gil Tomas's brother put that record out, and so we were distributing that.
Oh,
yeah. So
okay.
Yeah.
I only heard that. Like, I think they had 2 albums. I haven't heard anything from them since.
It's
so.
dope. It's dope. Yeah. It's dope.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think they still out there doing it. Man.
I haven't heard anything in like years from them, but then again, I haven't really been checking for them either. So probably should see.
It's really strange. You have a very good memory.
Who, me or Murray?
Murray.
Yeah, he does.
It's very sharp memory.
Yeah.
Listening. Yeah, I mean he can recite lyrics off the top of his head without
Right.
without having to consult anything. It's like it's just there.
Right. Just comes off the top of his head. Well, Murray, this has been great, man. And I've had fun. Hope you guys have too. Any last shouts out or anything you want to give out or you want people to know before we bone out, man?
Yeah, well, I didn't mention, Slow Pain, put out some of his stuff. Just, everybody who, a lot of people played a role. I ran into Diablo the other day with Mr. Shadow's album release out downtown LA.
Yes.
So I ran into a lot of people there, Kool-Aid, Shadow, Diablo, Miss West Coast was out there. So, that was fun kind of hooking up with the people, from back in the day.
Right. Yeah. Now wait, is Diablo with Darkroom Familia?
No, that's Diablo raps Spanish.
Oh, okay.
Rapping Spanish.
Okay, it's a Spanish rapper.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so we distributed, his
Okay.
stuff too. And he's like just on the foundational rap in Spanish. Guy. He's big. I mean, he's big in the whole entertainment thing, behind the scenes.
Right.
Big in Mexico,
Okay, so not just over here.
Yeah, so but that's part of the family,
Right, part of the crew.
And shout out, everybody, Mr. D, Royal, everybody,
Cool. Well, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take them out with me and my homies. So,
okay,
and we're gonna take them out with that. Hang on with us, and we'll finish it up. Anyway, this has been the Nothing Sacred interview with Murry Brumfield, aka Mexicali Slim. I'm Maxwell Silverhammer.
I'm Louie Loke.
And that's
the story there.
That's right. Sorry, man. Do it again. Murray, dude, Mexicali Slim.
I'm Mexicali Slim.
Yeah. And you know what? That's the story there.
Story there.
Bitches. See ya.
Homies roll deep. Hope you don't mind. Me and my homies roll deep. Hope you don't mind. Me and my homies roll deep. Me and my homies roll deep. Hope you don't mind. I stepped into my ride, watch me slide and glide. Room was fresh and clean and said, wash with tide. Just put a holly that'll make my day. Bumping back-to-back rollers and I'm on my way to the brown, helping brown. We can picnic and weave. I throw on my Dodger jersey, lace up my Nike brown flocks. Hit the park like it ain't no thing. I see Highness and Vatos doing the thing. Big Ray, Reed, Cisco, and I say what's up. 3 old school veteranos laying deep in the cut. Went back the next day like I had me a ticket. See all the veteranos, they still kick it. Hit the boulevard hard, homie, fresh and clean. The game's changed, it's Mexicali, hit the scene. Hit the boulevard hard, homie, fresh and clean. The game's changed, it's Mexicali, hit the scene. Me and my homies roll deep. Hope you don't mind. Me and my homies roll deep. Hope you don't mind. Me and my homies roll deep. Me and my homies roll deep.
Never get there alone. Achieving my dreams on the microphone. Since day one, nothing but real on my team. When the Vata from the Pride jumped on the scene. That's right, it was all unite. Raza just grooving to a Friday night. I walked in the stage, brown and proud, orgulloso of my Cholo crowd. Can't forget about the ones that really know your name. Not chasing that clout or the Hollywood fame. Always in my lane since I started in the game. 27 years past, still humble and plain. It was never about me, it was all about you. Mr. Brown Pride since 92. With that being said, come and feel the vibe. Love, respect, my dub, east side.
Me and my homies roll deep. Hope you don't mind. Me and my homies roll deep. Hope you don't mind. Me and my homies roll deep. Me and my homies roll deep. Hope you don't mind.
On the lowrider conquest. Next stop, the lowrider funk fest. No contest, the West Coast is locked in. Got it poppin' from Compton to Stockton. Apples knockin', leanin' and rockin'. Stay moppin', roll these crockies. Paint pockets, covered in collages. Pinstripes with the candy paint droplets.
All the